All right, 2BCR team, we are back, and it's time for the JEDDAH Grand Prix, baby. And it's lights out, and away we go. We had a front row lockout. Daniel Ricciardo on pole position, down into turn one. Don't play around, boys. And yes, Daniel Ricciardo is going to hold on to that position. Theo Pourchaire is going to get beat by Valtteri Bottas. It looked like there was better grip on the outside line, man. Theo Pourchaire dropping back into third, but we do have that first place still locked down from Daniel Ricciardo. So, second race of our third year, and we have the rocket ship, right? We had a 1-2 finish in Bahrain, the first race of the third season, and what a performance it was for 2BCR. Our first race win, our first second place, and now we got to continue it. So, the last time around, we had some pretty good strategies with our two guys out front. Basically, whoever's in first by the end of the first stint, we will allow them to get that first pit stop, right? As we have a early VSC here. Drugovich crashing out there. Hang on a second. Cool everything down. Bring it down. Drugovich crashed into turn 17. Let's see what happened. Driving for the Mercedes. He's all over the road right now. Going wide off a freaking tight corner. Oh! Jeez, almost bouncing out there to the racing line, collecting other drivers. Now, the thing about JEDDAH, because it's a street track, oh man, they are pissed at Mercedes. Because we got that street track, right? I mean, blind corners everywhere, but also no runoff areas. So when a crash happens, that car's going to be bouncing back out to the road. So I have prepared for a lot of red flag safety cars. I've underfueled our car here today. You can see it on the top right. We have a very hot track, right? 40 degrees Celsius. It's in the red. It's a hot night. It's not even daytime. Could you imagine what this race would be like in the middle of the day? My God. So an early VSC. We could jump into the pits for a quick pit stop. The problem is that we're going to come out in all that traffic, right? So doesn't look like anyone went into the pits. So let's just advance the time here and wait till the VSC is done. So if we go to race strategy, and essentially everyone is on the soft tires. It really sucks when you got a VSC early in a race because it just diminishes all of the quality of your soft tires, right? But there you go. It's beginning to end. And just like that, I've already saved up enough fuel. I thought we were going to have a lot of trouble with fuel in this race, so I underfueled it. An immediate VSC, right? Sorry, not a problem with fuel, problem with temperature. So I underfueled the car so I could actually put it on lower fuel loads. And look at that. We're already up there, man. All right, so a little bit of an adventure to start the JEDDAH Grand Prix here, ladies and gentlemen. So when DRS kicks in, we're going to have to try to lose Valtteri Bottas. We know the Aston Martin can push this year. Behind us, we got Yuki Tsunoda. Behind him, Oscar Piastri. Pierre Gasly. Got to watch out for Bottas and Gasly. And back in 7th, the final boss himself, freaking Max Verstappen. As we get the overtake, yep, Daniel Ricciardo gets overtaken. It's all because of the DRS. We just did not lose Valtteri Bottas. We do have a tire offset, 2% over him, so he's pushing. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo now. He's got the DRS engaged. Pourchaire eyeing down Daniel Ricciardo, but he's got that slipstream. There you go. Bottas with the fastest lap. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo down the inside, but Valtteri Bottas with that defense. Don't worry about it, Daniel. Don't worry about it, buddy. All right, so I'm going to calm down on the battery. I'm going to calm down on the fuel. I'm going to calm down on everything. Let Valtteri Bottas lead right now. Like I said, it's going to be a hot race. I don't want to overcook these tires like the computers are going to. Theo Pourchaire, right now, buddy, I don't want you to fight Daniel Ricciardo. Reason being, they're allowed to fight when they're out in front, but right now, Valtteri Bottas is leading this pack. I just want to let Valtteri do his thing. You can see his tire wear already down to 87%. Our car here with the 2BCR racing team, it's a rocket ship, but it also has that reliability. Our engine temperatures, our tire temperatures, our dirty air tolerance, absolutely everything. So with Valtteri Bottas out on front, you can see I'm just getting DRS pull after DRS pull. Daniel Ricciardo, we're going to try to get the move done right here. I'm going to let him go. I'm going to let Daniel go. Let's see how he gets this move done on his own. I could give him battery, I could give him fuel, I could give him the overtake, but I kind of want to save that for when we get past him. That way I can maybe get a gap. And there goes Daniel. All right, Daniel. I am going to now officially push with Daniel Ricciardo. We're going to see if we can pull this gap on Valtteri Bottas. Because, what's his name? Theo Pourchaire will not be able to get an overtake done if Bottas has that DRS from the driver on front. I'm going to remove the don't fight teammate option from Theo. Just didn't want it right there, but he's good to go now. And off into the distance goes Daniel Ricciardo. Can he lose Valtteri Bottas? Take a look at that time from Valtteri. We got to get a second on him. And the first DRS detection point is coming up. He's over a second. It's right here. You can see it on the ground. Watch the white line. There it is, right there. So we just passed the DRS detection point. I don't think he's within reach. So Daniel, get off into the distance, my man. And now Valtteri is going to pull Theo Pourchaire up ahead, as we still have Oscar Piastri behind us. So Daniel gets the early advantage. He's cooking those tires, though. I'll go after this corner, and then we'll try to overtake. And Theo Pourchaire, yeah, we're gonna go now, buddy. There's the DRS detection point right there, the line. Damn, Theo, inside. Don't freaking crash, buddy. You got the whole season here. You're going for the Drivers' Championship. As there goes Theo Pourchaire with the DRS, with the battery, getting the overtake done on, what's his name? Valtteri Bottas. All right, so Daniel's out in front. We are going to use fuel. I can save the fuel later on in the race. I think I've maxed out my battery, and I don't want to overcook those tires, all right? So let's go. Now we got to try to leave Bottas behind. Don't want to be pulling Bottas up in this race. So Theo, come on, buddy. Head down. Let's get some good qualifying laps in, all right? And we might as well just save some time. There you go, 1.3. All right, save your battery. Save your tires. Actually, I can use a little bit more battery with Theo because I used it with Daniel. Oh, my goodness. Look at these two. I can't get them away from one another. But the good news compared to the Bahrain Grand Prix, as Daniel's tires are really overheating, I got to bring these suckers down, man. Calm down. If his tires are overheating, then what's his face? Theo's tires are going to overheat as well. It's a hot night here in Jeddah, ladies and gentlemen. And Theo has instantly caught up to Daniel Ricciardo. As we have Oscar Piastri getting that move done on Valtteri Bottas, and here he comes. Yeah, Piastri used all of his battery, and the AI have caught right back up. All right, so we are cooking this car right now. We are cooking this car. Everyone calm down. Get your battery back. Get your battery back. I thought we might be able to lose the AI early, but it's not the case. They are pushing like crazy. Down to 77%. Valtteri Bottas is already down to 73%. So let's let this race just, what's it called? Let it develop on its own merit right now, okay? I don't need to start pushing away from these guys. You know what? It's actually kind of a unique situation, a unique strategy. With Theo Pourchaire and Oscar Piastri right behind him, if Theo can stay in DRS range, which I think he has, he's really going to be overcooking the engine, the tires, everything from Oscar Piastri, right? Because he's stuck in that turbulent air, in that wake. And yeah, there you go. Theo's got that DRS, so he's all right. As we are leaving, damn, Bottas got passed by Yuki Tsunoda as well. The Aston Martin pace just evaporating right there. Pushing way too hard, way too early. But here we go, right? I can't get away from these two. Theo Pourchaire now down the start-finish straight. Taking on Daniel Ricciardo. And for the first time in this race, Theo Pourchaire will lead. But this is where Daniel's good. The late braking, the battling. And yes, Daniel Ricciardo holds on to the position. We saw this in Bahrain, right? Theo Pourchaire, I think, has the natural pace advantage. The young man, he's quick out there. But Daniel has the wheel-to-wheel racing advantage. Hard for Theo to get moves done. Easy for Daniel to get the overtakes done. And then with the DRS, and I can't show them any kind of favoritism. Right now, they're both saving battery. They're both saving fuel. Theo, I wonder if I can run it balanced and be all right. I'm going to do the same for Daniel. We can save the fuel later. But as long as I'm not overheating the car, I wouldn't mind going at a regular fuel load just so we can try to leave these guys behind. As Piastri and Tsunoda are still catching up. Here we go again into the penultimate corner. Oh, you two, what are you doing to me? And here come McLaren, here come the Red Bull. So we're not going to be able to drop these guys just yet. They have definitely used battery. We are using battery as well. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo now. Let's see if he can get the move done. Down into turn one. These guys are just going to be flip-flopping positions, man. But we're going to be overheating everyone behind us. And no, it looks like there is more grip on the outside line there into turn one. Daniel used it off the start, and now Daniel defended last lap, and Theo just defended that lap. All right, so let's just leave it on fast forward, see what we got. Yuki Tsunoda now. He's gotten past Oscar Piastri. Max Verstappen is in this train as well, and then there's a big gap to Lando Norris of 7 seconds, so that might be our pit window right there, right? So just keep an eye on, don't worry about the times right now, just keep an eye on those tire wears, because we are doing great business just conserving. I do wonder if the AI is thinking about a two-stop right now. We're at lap 9. I'm thinking of just going to lap 20 on these soft tires, switching to the mediums and going to the end, right? But these guys, I mean, if they're already down 30%, now they should be able to get to lap 20. They should. They're going to undercut us for sure, because I'm going to go a lot further than that. and then we'll just have that tire offset, because we have the rocket ship, right? So don't overthink the strategy. Just let the car do the hard work for you. My issue is my two drivers battling away at the front. So it seems like, yes, I can keep my engine in neutral mode, and we're all right. Theo Pourchaire almost has that full battery, but I might as well just keep on charging it, because we're charging Daniel Ricciardo's right now. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is essentially where we're at. So let's get a little bit of a what's it called, a fast forward going on. These two are just going to, what's it called, switch positions over and over again. There's Daniel Ricciardo into the lead now. Theo Pourchaire in second. Theo, how's that battery doing, buddy? Oh, they're right there. Look at that gap that's forming between Norris and Verstappen. That is crazy, man. So I could try to leave them. Theo Pourchaire's battery is full, so I'm going to allow him to use that battery the way he wants now, right? We're still going to conserve with Daniel Ricciardo. So here's where we have a little bit of a resources offset happening between our two drivers. I have to show, I'm not going to show favoritism, but if it just naturally happens where Theo has more fuel or more battery when it's full, then I will start to deploy it. I won't hold him back, all right? So if he can get a move done here, oh yeah, Sonoda at 59% on those softs, starting to fall off. Here we go into the penultimate corner once again. As long as you two aren't crashing, I'm all right with it. It's so dangerous. There you go. Get the move done clean. No problems. As we have Yuki down to 58%. You know what? I take it back. I don't know if they're going to make it to light. As we already have Oscar Piastri in. It's a two-stop. It's a two-stop for the AI, so don't even worry about them, all right? You just got to put in good lap times. As Oscar Piastri in the McLaren, into the box, no problems, good pit stop right there for Oscar, but this is the pain that Oscar has put himself in. Take a look at the radar. Is he going to get out on front of all those cars? Here they come. Here they come. Oscar, you got to get going, buddy. There's a Ferrari, there's a Williams. They're going to get by. Here comes the rest. Oscar. Oh, what a great pit stop. What a great pit stop by McLaren. They're looking for that undercut, and they gave him this. Oh, yeah. How much time is it? He's got himself a 3-second gap before getting to Charles Leclerc, and then he's got two of these guys, and then there's that big gap between Norris and Verstappen and Russell and Norris, right? So if Piastri can navigate this traffic, that was actually a real good pit stop right there by the McLaren. We'll keep an eye on Oscar Piastri throughout this. But like I said, he is going on that two-stop. We are not. I'm just trying to get to the end of the first stint, and whoever's there, we will show favoritism. As Theo Pourchaire gets a move done right there on Daniel Ricciardo. And yeah, see how we can... yeah, I think Theo is at that natural pace advantage because I'm not conserving the battery. Look at him go. Look at him. Oh, Daniel's going to defend right there. Down into turn one. Here we go. Inside the line. Whoa, Theo steams through. Daniel coming back, though. Oh, Theo's figured it out on that inside line. No, I'm telling you. There he goes. There he goes. Nice job, Theo. Back to Oscar Piastri. Catching up. Oh, my God. Don't let that Ferrari pass you. Don't let Hamilton pass you on 63% mediums. That would be all of the... Oh, my God. The hard tire, they got to warm it up. He's on the better line, though. The outside line, you got to hold on to that position, Oscar. You got to hold on to that position. He's still battling. Oh, my God. That has got to be so frustrating for McLaren. Holy shit, we're way ahead of you. We pit, and you're still battling with us? That's a net position right there. A red flag, which is very... common in this race here in Jeddah on any street track with the walls right next to the circuit, right? Track position is huge. So Lewis Hamilton trying to stay ahead of Piastri. As soon as Piastri's tires warm up, he'll be all right. As we have Max Verstappen in next, probably. Let's keep an eye on Max Verstappen here. He's at 42% soft tires. Penultimate corner. Yeah, that's a huge gap forming. He's going to stay out for another one. He does not want to get stuck in all of that. See, this is what Piastri's getting stuck in now. Now, how do you get a move done on two cars? Because the guy that you're trying to overtake has DRS from the car on front. He's up against George Russell, who's got a 35% soft tire right now. Charles Leclerc defending. Let's see. Yeah, Leclerc, George's going to have no grip right there. Ricciardo overtakes Gasly. What the hell? Gasly was back there? What? When did Gasly overtake me? No, he got me into turn one. No way. Gasly got me into turn one, and Daniel Ricciardo takes it right back. Nice job, Daniel. I didn't realize Gasly, the Aston Martins are sticking with us. Remember, I am conserving everything, ladies and gentlemen. We will worry about our next stint because it seems like this is a two-stop. But this is what I mean about Piastri. Look at the pain that he's in right now, right? He pit early, but you come out in traffic, and if he got stuck behind those other two cars, it would have been a world of pain, man. Look at the gap that he's already gained on Lewis Hamilton. He's got to get this move done right now on George Russell. But I think George, he's falling out of DRS range, and the DRS detection point is just up the corner right here. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, Oscar Piastri, what do you got, bud? Can you get this move done on George Russell? You got to get by him now, the Mercedes and Ferrari holding up McLaren, but this is good for us, right? Because if he's on a two-stop, he wants to burn, and he cannot get by, even with DRS. Oh, that's so painful. And on top of that, he's also overcooking his tires, overcooking his engine. It's just not going the way for the McLaren, as 2BCR stays out on front doing their thing. I have 95% battery, 83% for Ricciardo, so we're just conserving this right now. Back to Piastri. Did he get the move done? He's still behind him. Come on. Get the move done now, Oscar. Watch the Mercedes go into the pit. Yeah. The Mercedes goes into the pit after all that pain. Oh, I'll go in now. I don't want to lose any time. So Oscar is finally loose. He's only got Charles Leclerc on front of him, then a nice gap, and his tires are down to 92%. Is he going to the end on a hard set of tires, man? Maybe. The hards, they gotta last, like, how many? 70 laps. He might have tried to 70, though. He's got to go, like, 40 laps on it. I don't know. You're not going to have a lot of pace there, but we really don't have to worry about Oscar Piastri right now, okay? He lost so much time back there. We're still at the front, driving in clean air. Yellow flag, though, right? This is what I'm worried about. Watch out, it could turn to red at any second because they bounce off. Crash involving multiple cars. Let's see. Oh, my God, George, no. George comes out of the pit into a group, and boom, touches. Oh, my God, George. Oh, my goodness. Heavy breathing by George Russell. That is rough, man. Mercedes throws him out there in traffic. He comes out of the pit with 4 freaking cars on front of him, and he's got nowhere to go and ends up touching. Let's see, George Russell. Where are you? Russell. 99%. He's like in last now. Oh, I don't know if he's got any damage. His tires are all right, but that's just going to hurt George Russell as well. Oh, my goodness. Pitting into traffic is the worst, and that is something that we are not going to do, as we still take a look at Oscar Piastri catching up to Charles Leclerc. All right, so I want a driver pushed wide. What, we saw that? Oh, is Theo pushing somebody wide? That's not allowed, Theo. We still have these other 2 guys behind us. I do think I want to try to take off now. Yeah, because I don't want to get stuck behind these guys. So whoever's in front, it's going to be Daniel Ricciardo. All right, Daniel, get off into the distance, buddy. So first we'll let Daniel go, and then we'll let Theo go, all right, after Daniel's in. I got to get these guys away from one another right now. So you don't have to conserve your tires anymore as much, Theo Pourchaire, but Daniel is on front, usually around 60, 50%. That's when I make my decision to push to the end of the first stint, and that's what we're going to do, all right? So there goes Daniel Ricciardo into the distance. I got to make sure that Theo doesn't get overtaken by these guys. So once Daniel makes a couple of corners, I will push Theo Pourchaire as well. Don't want to get eaten alive by the DRS. All right, so that's good. Go ahead, Theo. Stay ahead of Pierre Gasly, all right? We do not want these guys to undercut us. Now, they might do it anyways. I'm going to try my best here. Daniel Ricciardo is going to go into the pits first, but these guys might go in this lap, and I might want to keep Theo out for a few more, and then we'll just have to get the overtakes done after that. But, I mean, to pit at lap 17, these guys are going to be cooking their tires. We got to race our own race right now, right? So there goes Theo. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get overtaken. He's using DRS. He is pulling these guys ahead. Daniel Ricciardo out on front. He's doing the exact same thing. The Aston Martin staying out for another one. So I cannot lose Pierre Gasly right now. He's staying right with me on those 42% soft tires. As we're using our battery, we might have them here. There you go. We lost them now. All right, so Daniel, you are good. Go back to conserving. Go back to there, and you as well. Go back to conserving. You're good. And we don't need to push those tires anymore, Theo, because we want to go one extra lap than Daniel Ricciardo. So just calm it down. As long as we're within or ahead of a second of the guy behind, we're not pulling him around, I am happy, all right? So this is good. This is good, ladies and gentlemen. Let Daniel Ricciardo cook through those tires, get a little bit of a buffer from Yuki Tsunoda and Valtteri Bottas, and Pierre Gasly, sorry. All right, the Aston Martin Tough car to face as we have a bunch of other cars going into the pits. Oscar Piastri has got by Charles Leclerc, and he's 2.5 seconds behind Lando, who is yet to go into the pits just yet. Theo Pourchaire, there you go. Gasly's in. Gasly is in. We have a 4%. I'm all right. I'm all right right now. Do your thing, all right? So we are not going to try to close off Pierre Gasly. Let me see where Gasly comes out relative. He's going to soft. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's a 2-stop for these guys. Tire history. Gasly went soft to soft. So Gasly's going. So he is going to undercut us. There's no way around it. I can try to defend Gasly, but I'm going for the 1-stop. He is definitely going for the 2-stop. Because in Formula 1, you have to use at least 2 different tire compounds unless it's a wet race. So if he started on soft, you got to finish on mediums or hards. If he went soft, you know he's got at least 1 more pit stop. So we don't have to worry about Pierre Gasly. Let's do our own thing, all right? Daniel shouldn't lose out on track position, but Theo might. Theo, we're 3.3 seconds behind. We have a 5-second. Yeah, all right, there you go. All right, so now Theo is going to conserve his battery, use the extra fuel that he has over Daniel Ricciardo, and he's going to start pushing, all right? I know, you guys might say that I'm showing favoritism to Theo Pourchaire. I am not. This is just a strategy. We're going to go 1 more lap with Daniel, 2 more laps with Theo, and then we're going to pull him in. There's Pierre Gasly. You can see him in 5th place. Lots of clean air on front of him. And we also have, hang on, Oscar Piastri with that huge undercut, right? But he, pitting early, ends up being 4 seconds behind Pierre Gasly, who both pit, right? So, and he's at 81% hard, so I don't know if pitting to the hard that early was the right call for the McLaren. As we got Daniel Ricciardo, let's get ready for that pit stop. All right, so we're going to go soft medium, and if we have a chance to go soft at the end because of a safety car or something, we will pull that out, but I'd love to just go to the end. 20 laps on the soft, 30 laps on the mediums, boom, right? Easy peasy. We have that freaking tire offset, that tire wear advantage here in 2BCR, so let's use it. And then we go 1 more lap here with Theo, all right? Keep on using that fuel. Try to bring that gap down. So Daniel Ricciardo, first man around. He was on pole position today. He won in Bahrain. You know, he wants that driver's championship. Never got the chance to win one. In Red Bull, I mean, he was close a few times, but he left before the car actually became a championship contender. Daniel into the pits. Boom, baby. 2.6 seconds. Great job, pit crew. Aurelian Pallier, whatever your damn name is, my racing sports director, I think the title is. Man, my commentary for F1 is rough. I'm like searching for the words in my brain. It's not like hockey where it's just like riding a bike, right? Daniel Ricciardo out of the pits in 4th place. All right, so he can definitely go to the end. Let's get those tires up to temperature. We'll save that fuel, save that battery, and we'll get that 1st place back. But we got to remember, Bottas and Tsunoda, 25 and 29%. Do you know how much time they are losing right now? We have a 9.6 second lead over Valtteri Bottas with Theo Pourchaire. Real good. So these guys are holding on for dear life because they want to finish on those mediums, so they're hoping for a VSC or something like that. Daniel Ricciardo heating up his tires. Theo Pourchaire, we are coming in this lap for mediums. There you go, buddy. All right, so get those tires up to temperature, Daniel, and then we will go back into just coast mode. We got a 4.2 second gap over Pierre Gasly, but Gasly might make up that ground because he's on the soft tires, but we're not worried about Pierre Gasly, right? But Theo is going to come out real close to Pierre. We're on 2 different tire strategies, though. He's going to be cooking right now. I guess he wants to finish on mediums, but around lap 30, so all he has to do is 20 laps on the mediums. He is going to be doing qualifying laps the entire way to the end as Theo Pourchaire enters into the pits. Box, baby. All right, 2BCR, you had a good pit stop for Daniel Ricciardo. Don't show favoritism. As Daniel, we're going to calm down the tires now. Theo in, tires off, car down, out, 2.3. So we made up 3/10 on Daniel Ricciardo right there with that pit stop. There goes Daniel, passing Theo in the pits. Now, where is, what's his name? Pierre Gasly, sorry. There's Pierre Gasly in the Aston Martin, but he's got the warmer tires, remember. He's got the soft tires, but we do come out on front of him. So, strategy complete. Very good technique there used in the first stint. We allowed our drivers to battle, and we didn't sacrifice any track position while defending the undercut, right? But I got the most out of those tires. So that's why I like to push with 60 and 50 rather than just conserving and letting them pit and then pitting 3 or 4 laps after them. I just wait till they're around 40, we're around 60, and we just push, and we both pit at the same time. But in that final, like, 3-4 laps, I'll make up a few seconds on them, right? And you can see what it just happened right there. Perfect. Now, here comes Pierre Gasly. He's going to be battling against Theo Pourchaire. Not much we can do about that right now. He's going to be a speed demon on those soft tires. Not much we can do. But in fact, this could actually play into the advantage of Theo Pourchaire. Think about it like this. Use Pierre Gasly to pull you ahead right now because he's got those soft tires, and you can actually make up that gap to Daniel Ricciardo, which is sitting at 3.257 seconds, right? So Pierre Gasly is going to be pushing, and now Theo gets the advantage of a DRS. Perfect. There you go. In fact, watch this. I'm going to really conserve my battery here with Theo Pourchaire. Might as well use this to our advantage. Can't do the same thing with Daniel Ricciardo, but look how much of a gap Gasly pulled right there because I used no battery. But because I used no battery, I'm going to have more to use the lap after that, the lap after that. Fastest lap, Pierre Gasly right there. Yep. As Max gone in? Max has gone in. So that's what Oscar Piastri's early pit stop did. Not much, man, right? I think, did he gain track position? Might have gained 1 or 2 spots, but now he's battling with Max Verstappen on the worst tire, or the slower tire. It will last, sure. How far behind is Yuki Tsunoda? Yuki is 3.8 seconds, and they're going to go to the end. I don't think the early pit stop for Oscar was the right call. I think you could have done it, but if you're going to early pit stop, why go to the hards? Go to the softs and try to make up some time while everyone else is milking their tires. Instead, he puts on a hard tire, gets stuck in traffic, and then he really can't, cook with them. I don't know what that was, man. As Theo Pourchaire has dropped out of range of Pierre Gasly, who is trying to catch up to Daniel Ricciardo. All right, so we're just going to let our drivers do their thing right now. Daniel, you're done saving your battery. All right, so both of our drivers now can just drive around the track, do their thing. Is Gasly going to overtake? He is, my God. So there goes Pierre Gasly. I'm not fighting Gasly right now. I'm letting Gasly push. He is pushing like a madman on those soft tires. But those soft tires, A, will not make it to the end of the race. And B, even if they did, he wouldn't be allowed to go through with it, right? So we are doing all right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let Pierre Gasly, this actually now plays into the hands of Daniel Ricciardo. Because now he gets the DRS pull from Pierre Gasly. Boom, baby. Pull me ahead. So, what's the time? 2.1 seconds for Theo Pourchaire. So, he definitely got a little boost there from the DRS, but now Daniel's getting it. Battling away here with Pierre Gasly. I don't want to waste anything. There you go, Daniel. Around the outside. This does frighten me, though, because this is how crashes can happen. Gasly's just going to keep on coming back at me. His goal right now is to drive as fast as possible. Yeah, there you go. Come on, go away. Go away, Gasly. Just leave me alone, man. And I don't want to push. I don't want to use fuel. I don't want to overheat the car. I do have battery. In fact, we are going to use the battery that we have from Theo right now to try to make up this gap. And what this is going to do is it's going to have Theo and Daniel battling all the way to the end of the race, man. I can't get them away from one another. 57, they're about even. One more push for Theo Pourchaire, and then I can scale back the battery. The fuel is even. The batteries are now even. There's the batteries, all right? The batteries are even. Daniel Ricciardo trying to stay out of the DRS pull from Theo Pourchaire. Gets the move done on Pierre Gasly again. Gasly is down to 73% on those softs, and he's still bad. There you go. And Theo Pourchaire has pulled Daniel Ricciardo right back. So this is the issue that Daniel was having. Gasly was battling him, and he slowed him down overall. Theo had the clean air. Oh, shit. And now we have a freaking race here between these two. All right, so do I want to have them fight? I'm just going to let them go. Just going to let them go. They're professionals. Let's see what they can do here, ladies and gentlemen. So, good news. We're coming up to lap 30. If a safety car or a VSC or a red flag happens, we essentially can slip on those soft tires and go to the end. The first stint, the soft tires went 20 laps. We're coming up to lap 30, which will be 20 laps left in the race, right? I just got to get rid of Pierre Gasly right here. Gasly is the thorn in my side. He's got those soft tires. They're still fast enough. Here goes Gasly. Is he dive bombing? He's not dive bombing. But the problem now for Theo Pourchaire, he's going to be overheating everything, right? His engine might overheat. I'm going to leave it there until I'm forced to scale it back. But this is what we got right now. So let's just leave it on yellow flag. Yellow flag. Hang on a second. Could be a red flag anytime this happens. Oh, they made it into the pit, though. I think it was Esteban Ocon and a kick. Oh, my God, Lance Stroll. You guys are teammates. What are you doing? Pushing one wide. Pushing. Oh, my God. That could have been a red flag. That so could have been a red flag. If they just stop on the track, it's red flag session. But they're both into the pits. Jesus, Williams, what are you doing, man? Talk about shooting yourselves in the foot there. All you're trying to do is come into a race weekend, get a race strategy going, you know, get your drivers on the same page, and boom, they crash into one another. All that work, all that prep for nothing. Oh my gosh, Theo Pourchaire is done with Pierre Gasly. Gasly's tires are beginning to fall off, and you're seeing the advantage now. Theo is past Gasly, and he gets on front of him. There you go, Theo. Defend like a lion, my man. As Theo now down into turn 1. Eyeing that overtake on Daniel. Daniel knows how to defend, though, and he's got that outside line. Daniel knows how to defend. Hang on, Theo. Yep, the outside line again. The outside line into turn 1. That is the racing line, it seems like. That's the one you want to be on. All right, so again, let's go. Max Verstappen leading that other group. Piastri, Norris went in. You can see that huge gap. Lando should be here with us, the guy in 8th place, but he just lost the DRS train early, man. Never recovered from it. I just want to get Pierre Gasly out of here. He's at 64%, still hanging around, still hanging around. We're doing great business for Pierre Gasly because we're pulling him ahead now, right? Gasly's just getting a free toe. He doesn't have the life in these tires anymore to get these moves done. But look at this extra pull that he's getting every single lap. I think Pierre Gasly's going to have 3rd place for sure. He'll fight back through this. Verstappen, I think, they all have to pit again. Unless Lando here can go to the end and actually make up that gap, right? Because he's got a 15-second gap, and then Piastri's got another 5 seconds. So the guys on front, I think they'll come out behind him. They should be able to get that move done pretty easily, though, man. As we're just trying to leave Pierre Gasly behind. Once we leave Gasly behind, we'll never see him again. His DRS is open. Leave him behind, boys. 1.1, 1.2. 1 second as he got it again. Hang on. No, his DRS is closed. The problem is that these guys, our boys, are fighting at the front, so they're slowing each other down, right, into each car. Yeah, Gasly's using... Look at the battery that Gasly just used. He used everything to stay with us, man. This is Gasly's race right now. Stay with these guys and try to get as much lap time or the fastest laps that you can. So we are in the gold right now, ladies and gentlemen. We just got to let our drivers do their thing. I'm letting them battle, all right? Gasly is falling out of contention again. He's going to use his battery again. He's right there with us. Max Verstappen in 4th position. We got Valtteri Bottas in 5th. And Yuki Tsunoda, good race. So the Red Bull, maybe their production, their manufacturing, getting some new parts out there. We know we were able to build our car. And because it's year 3, you get a long time before the season starts to build that sucker up. So we know Red Bull's going to be coming back. All right, whoa. Gasly now has fallen 2.2 seconds off, so we've left Gasly behind now. That's good. Going to the end on these tires, and now Gasly's into the pit. So mediums, right? It's got to be medium tires. And where does he come out? I think he's coming out in 7th. Will he be ahead of the McLaren? He should be. Yeah, nice pit stop right there by the Aston Martin pit crew. So you can see on the right, here come the 2 Red Bulls. No way. If he gets out on front of the 2 Red Bulls, that's going to be huge, man. Here they come. Red Bull's on the left. No, he's not getting on front of him. So Pierre Gasly, he's got a real good tire offset now, right? But to catch us, because we got that free pit stop on us, he's going to have to make up how much time? 20 seconds to catch up to us. That is not going to happen in what's it called, in 16 laps, right? So we are good at the front. Hell, I think we might even want to start conserving our tires just to be sure that we can go to the end, all right? So start conserving those tires. We are going to the end on this one stop. 15 laps, we should be able to do it, but let's just make sure. As long as both of these drivers have the same setup, we're all right. And they're still battling away. Theo Pourchaire now with the DRS. I don't know what turn this is, turn like 17 or something. Daniel's going to hold on to it. All right, so Gasly, the one man who's done the 2-stop. Let's see. He is catching up to Yuki Tsunoda now. Yellow flag, race control, VSC. Oh, man. All right, VSC. VSC. Should we use this opportunity to get a quick pit stop in? VSC, but they're battling. Let me think. If I get out there right now, if I pit right now, I'd come out in 4th. I don't want to get stuck behind cars. Hang on, let me just see what the lap. I would be able to get out on front. And I think, you know what? We're going to do something here. We are going to do something. Yep, Daniel Ricciardo, we are going to pit with this VSC right now, all right? I know what you guys are thinking. What the hell, John? You're giving up first place? Just, it's worrying me a little bit about the tire degradation in this race, right? And with the VSC being this close, I can get both of my drivers in. So Daniel's going to go the first lap, right? And then we're going to go Theo the next lap. Now, Theo might be saying, I'm going to the end. This is team orders, all right? I am defending against Pierre Gasly. We're putting on the fastest tire right now. Let's go. Daniel Ricciardo into the pits. No mistakes, boys. No mistakes. Boom. Bang. 2.2. The best pit stop of our team for the day. They beat the 2.3 for Theo Pourchaire, and because everyone's driving slower, yeah, this is what I was worried about. I don't need these guys getting a cheap pit stop, putting on soft tires, and beat me to the end. This is going to be huge for Max Verstappen, right? Boom, boom. Gasly, he gets ahead of him, but now Max gets a cheap pit stop on those medium tires. Is he going to come out on top? Oh, man. Piastri now, and his two-stop went to shit, let me tell you. Although that's going to hurt Lando Norris, who was trying the one-stop, but now everyone's getting that cheap pit stop in there. Oh, man, it all went to shit. I told you, this race, it always happens. Max Verstappen's going to come out 41 seconds behind Theo Pourchaire, so we got like a free pit. So we got 2 free pit stops. As Oscar Piastri coming out of the pits now, he will be behind his teammate Lando. So Lando's one stop could have worked even better if there wasn't the VSC in there. And Oscar back in 8th. I really didn't like that strategy from them. Now the VSC usually lasts like a lap, maybe 2 laps, right? So I didn't want to put both drivers in at the same time because Theo would lose time stacking behind Daniel Ricciardo. But the VSC is still up, right? So Daniel's getting his tires up to speed. Theo now, hopefully the VSC stays up. Theo's into the pits, all right? He's going to slap on those soft tires. Boom. No troubles, boys. No troubles. Get Theo out of there. Don't cost him any time. Boom. Tires off. Boom. Tires on. Let's go. 2.5. That's fine. Lost out on 2/10 to Daniel Ricciardo. So Daniel now driving at a slower pace. We flipped to these soft tires because we had the gap, right? We built up that pit stop, and now there is no chance. No chance that Bottas or Gasly. Gasly was the one that I was afraid of, right? Because he was right back there. At 96%, let's see, last lap, or leader. Let's see what the leader says. Yeah, Gasly would have been 10 seconds behind us with much fresher tires. 15 laps to go. I don't think we needed that, right? And the VSC is ending. Perfect. Freaking perfect strategy. Come on, round of applause for 2BCR's race engineers and race strategists, because that pit stop to soft tires, we still have an 8.3 second gap over the Astons. We didn't lose any time. I didn't show favoritism for Daniel or Theo. I made sure they both got in there, right? And now they're free to race to the end. So there's no point in me using battery, because if I use battery for one, I got to use battery for the other. And there's no point in me using fuel, because if I got to use fuel for one, I got to use fuel for the other. As long as they're on the exact same strat, they have the chance to fight. I'm just saving my fuel and my wear for the entire season because we have that Red Bull engine, right? So this is pretty straightforward now. All we're looking for is if Theo can... Yeah, he's pulled it back. Oh, my God. We got 15 laps of this, ladies and gentlemen. Theo Pourchaire battling Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, my God. Just please don't crash into one another, and I'll be all right with it. The car behind is the Aston Martin. Yeah, I got that, Spinny. Don't worry. As Theo at the outside line, this is where Daniel comes alive. They're side by side, though. Theo might be able to take off, and he does take off. He does get it done. Theo is driving at peak. Daniel Ricciardo. No, Daniel comes back, though. Oh, my God. Daniel, what was that, buddy? Holy shit, did anyone see that overtake by Daniel Ricciardo? What a move by the late, one of the last late great breakers, or whatever his nickname is. Yeah, there you go. And Daniel's got his tires up to 94% now. It was a little bit, you know what, I didn't think about that. Coming out with the VSC, he didn't heat up his tires as fast as Theo did, because he was at full speed essentially. Oh man, the back marker just slowed down Theo Pourchaire and gave Daniel a DRS. This is the problem though with our 2BCR racing team, right? It's essentially impossible for me to get these guys apart because the faster driver is Theo. So he's the one who should be able to take off from Daniel, but Daniel doesn't make it easy for him. When they start battling, look, Daniel... So Theo's constantly going to be in the DRS range, but Daniel then battles him tooth and nail every single time. This is going to be, it's only a matter of time before these guys crash. 2BCR Racing Team. I'm going to let them go because I know you guys want that, but it's only a matter of time before they crash. They're going to be side by side the entire race. And Theo, he's going to be overheating his engine, but we have a real good side pod set up, so we can handle it. As long as it's not in the yellow or the red, we're all right. Theo now, here comes the penultimate corner. He's going to get that DRS. He gets the move done clean. Let's go. As we have a fastest lap from Lance Stroll in a Williams. What the hell? And now back into turn 1. Here comes Daniel, right? His strength, his overtaking strength. Look, even on the inside line, Daniel gets the move done. You see what I mean? He's so good. As Pierre Gasly is now only 7 seconds behind us. So you see what I mean? If I was still on those medium tires and they were down to like 68% now, we might have been in trouble from the 2-stop from Pierre Gasly, right? So it was a real good decision to slap on those soft tires, just turn it into a 2-stop, and just take off, because Pierre Gasly was going to be a problem had I not done that. That was actually... That VSC actually helped us out big time. All right, so you know what? I'm a little bit nervous that these guys are going to crash into one another. I don't even want to watch it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even want to watch it. Let's go until like lap 47. We'll watch the last 3 laps. I don't even want to watch it. It's too nerve-wracking, man. They're gonna, we know what's gonna happen. They're gonna keep on switching positions. Daniel's gonna be ahead. Theo can barely get moves done. There's Theo in second still, right? Where's Pierre? Pierre's still back there. Theo in second. Theo in second. He can't get the move done. It's hilarious. Max Verstappen with the fastest lap. There you go. And oh my God. All right, Theo. You're overcooking those that engine, man. All right, Theo. We need to. No. I got to worry about the long-term effects here. Driving clean air, buddy. Driving clean air and save some fuel. All right, so we're good. I don't want to have an offset to where he's got a disadvantage, but his engine is really overheating right now. So let me try to get that. Daniel Ricciardo's engine is at 108 Celsius. Friggin' Theo Pourchaire's at 113, so it's significantly more. Daniel has had more time with clean air right now. So let me just give him a little bit. He's still got the DRS, and even though he's driving in clean air, he's just not getting a slipstream. Right, so he is losing a little bit of pace, but there you go. Down to 112. He should still get a move done right here, though. Let's see, just not a slip. Yeah, you can see he doesn't get the benefit of the slipstream, so it's a little bit slower. All right, so that's good enough for right now. You don't have to drive in clean air anymore. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here on board till the end of the race. There's no need to use battery. I know what you guys are thinking. Johnny, let Theo use his fuel. Let him use his battery. If I do that, I have to do the exact same thing for Daniel, and therefore it becomes the exact same thing as we're doing right now. You only do that when you have an opponent you're trying to overtake, but these are teammates, which means that they have to be given the same exact strategy, the exact same advantages. Their fuel, their tire wear, their battery, it's all similar, right? So it comes down to the driver's ability. I am not showing favoritism. This is 100% fair. Theo Pourchaire, all right, going for that move. The Williams cooking behind us, man. Maybe that's why they had fastest lap. They were getting DRS, but Daniel Ricciardo is going to hold on to that sucker. Oh, my goodness. Let's see the tire wear. The tire wear is good. Oh, my goodness. They're going to crash, man. Pierre Gasly behind, 60%. And, yeah, we pulled out the gap again because he was pushing. Now he's got to conserve. We're on the soft tires. We are just nursing these things to the finish line. But we have a showdown between Daniel Ricciardo and Theo Pourchaire. Here we go again. DRS, Theo. Theo is not liking that he keeps on getting defended. His morale keeps on. Look at him weaving all around the road trying to find an opening. Daniel just holds on to that position, man. He's a freaking animal. Theo again. Down into turn 1. 3 laps to go, man. Oh, my goodness. Daniel just holds on to it. He is unbelievable, is Daniel Ricciardo. All right, calm down, Theo. You're going to overheat again. Driving clean air. So I'm going to, at the end of this lap, for the final 2 laps, I'm going to let them go, all right? They can push to their heart's content. You can go all out. I'm not going to slow you guys down at all. 13. I just want to cool down his engine because I don't want to be spending 2 laps just pushing this thing to the absolute breaking point. We have to think about the entire season right here, okay? All right, that's good enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you wanted the battle, you get the battle, all right? 2 laps to go. They are going to push. They are both going to push. No fuel, no battery, but they're both going to push. Theo Pourchaire gets the move down into the penultimate corner, trying something new. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo. Did he get DRS? He did. Daniel got DRS, which means he's going to breeze on through right here. 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I will slow it down at the points where they can get overtakes done. There's 3 DRS zones here in Jeddah, all right? The Sector 1, a lot of weaving corners, tight corners. You're not really going to be going side to side here, and if you do, it's going to be decisive after just a couple, but right here, oh, we got some back markers as well. Whoever's on front, you want that. Get out of the way, back markers. Get out of the way. We are overtaking a Ferrari. Look at the rocket ship. Get out of the way, back markers. You know what? That really wasn't that bad for Theo. That really wasn't that bad for Theo. Sometimes the guy behind can get locked up. He didn't. Daniel Ricciardo has DRS, but here comes Theo Pourchaire right behind him, man. Right behind him, Theo. What are you going to do, brother? You got 5 DRSs left in this race, all right? We're coming up to the final lap. Theo Pourchaire, Daniel Ricciardo defending the inside line. Theo now around the outside. I think Theo got DRS. Push wide. What the hell? Don't be pushing each other wide. They're swearing. They're getting angry. They're driving angry. Calm down. Here we go, down into turn 1, the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants to be leading? Daniel Ricciardo holding on to that outside line. Here comes Theo, but Daniel Ricciardo says, no, that's mine. Daniel Ricciardo pushed wide again. Look at this. He sweared up a storm.
That wasn't very helpful, that was it.
You still got first, Daniel. Hold on to it, brother. Hold on to it as Theo, he fallen off by 7/10. You only have 2 DRS zones left there, Theo. On the start-finish straight, there is the DRS, but I don't think you'll get to the finish line unless it might be a drag race right here, man. I don't know. Theo's going to have to use this DRS zone to pull himself closer and then hope to get the move done on the final DRS zone. He's 7/10 behind, although there's a back marker popping up for Daniel Ricciardo, which is going to be his savior, because I think Daniel now will get that DRS to open. The rear wing, let's see. Yes, it does. The rear wing opens for Daniel. The back markers helping out in a big way. Oh, no. Oh, the back marker. The back marker ruins it for Theo Pourchaire, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you want to be in first. Daniel Ricciardo, an unbelievable performance once again by 2BCR. But the Aussie, the man from down under, the veteran, there's no way. It's not enough time. There'll be a DRS pull, but the finish line is right up there. There's no way. There's no way. Congratulations, Daniel Ricciardo. That's 2 wins in a row. Second time we've gone 1-2. The rocket ship is real, 2BCR. Come on, baby. Yeah, Danny.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah, good job, my man. And you too, Theo. You had a great race. But you gotta out-qualify this guy, and you gotta get out on front of him because he battles like a freaking maniac. P2, let's go. Yeah, buddy, Daniel Ricciardo on that podium once again, top of the podium. Pierre Gasly with 3rd. Oh, Theo didn't give the thumbs up. There was some pushing wide going on. But the Drivers' Championship, woo, it's gonna be a battle, baby. Good job, Daniel.